Have you ever felt it? That quiet hum beneath the surface, a current of intensity that makes you feel different. Perhaps it's a storm of emotions that others seem to navigate with ease, or a sensitivity to the world that feels both a burden and a strange, sharp gift. Maybe it's a way of thinking, of seeing connections others miss, that has sometimes made you wonder, in those hushed, vulnerable moments, if there's something fundamentally off about your wiring. You might have tried to muffle it, to sand down those edges, to fit into a mold that never quite felt right. You might have even labeled it your madness. But what if that very madness, that unique, powerful frequency you vibrate at, isn't a mistake? What if it's not a flaw to be fixed, but a signal, a deep and vital whisper from your truest self? Today, we don't seek to silence that whisper. We seek to understand it. We embark on a journey to see that what you've perceived as your madness might just be the source of your greatest strength, your most profound wisdom, your superpower waiting to be claimed. That label, madness, or its cousins, too sensitive, too emotional, too intense, where does it truly come from? Often, it echoes back from a world that prefers neat boxes and predictable responses. It's the reflection we see in eyes that don't understand the depth of our feeling, the impatience in voices when our processing takes a different path. We live in a culture that often champions a certain kind of calm, a specific type of strength, and anything outside those lines can feel like a transgression. We learn, sometimes very young, to turn down our own volume. We learn to see our inner river, a powerful, life-giving force, as a dangerous flood waiting to happen. We feel its current, its depth, its occasional turbulence, and we internalize the fear we see in others. We begin to believe that this powerful river is the problem, rather than the banks that society built, too narrow and too weak to contain its natural flow. This internalized judgment becomes a constant, low-frequency hum of self-doubt. It's the feeling that your internal landscape, rich and complex as it might be, is somehow wrong, a deviation from the norm. But is the intensity of a fire a flaw, or is its purpose simply misunderstood by those who only see its potential for destruction, missing its power to warm, to transform, to illuminate? We need to pause and question these echoes, these old stories we've been told, and that we tell ourselves. We need to begin listening, not to the fear, but to the river itself. What if we dare to approach these intense inner states not as enemies to be conquered, but as messengers carrying vital intelligence, like ancient maps charting the territory of our soul? Consider the fire of anger. Society tells us to suppress it, to be ashamed of its heat, labeling it destructive. But what if that fire is, in fact, a fierce and loyal guardian, a signal that a boundary has been crossed, a core value has been compromised, or a deep fundamental need is going unmet? It speaks with heat because the message is urgent. Imagine your anxiety, that frantic, buzzing energy that can feel like 1,000 bees trapped within your ribs. We're taught to numb it, to run from its unsettling hum, to see it only as a disorder. But could it be an ancient, finely tuned alarm system, a sensitive instrument picking up tremors others miss, warning you of potential dangers, or perhaps urging you, with fierce insistence, to prepare, to pay closer attention to something crucial in your path, something your conscious mind hasn't yet grasped? And even that profound, heavy cloak of sadness, the one that makes the world seem gray and distant, could it be more than just pain to be medicated away? Could it be a testament to your capacity for deep connection, a signal of loss that carves into you the shape of what truly matters, a sacred invitation to turn inward, to slow down, to tend to the quiet places, and to heal with profound respect for what was lost or what needs care? The Stoics understood this principle implicitly. It is not events themselves, nor even the raw sensations within us, that disturb us, but our judgments about them. We have learned, through countless echoes and reflections, to judge these powerful emotions as bad, as wrong, as madness, and in doing so, we slam the door shut, refusing to listen to their urgent messages. Your nervous system, perhaps more finely tuned than others, picks up on subtleties, on energies, on unspoken truths. It speaks to you in the language it knows best, the tightening in your chest, the sudden rush of heat, the deep weariness in your bones, the surge of energy that demands action. This isn't a malfunction, it is
To embrace your madness as a superpower is a profound act of self-acceptance, but it also comes with its own unique set of challenges and responsibilities. Wielding great power, especially the subtle power of deep feeling and sharp perception, requires conscious care. Living with heightened awareness in a world often numb and noisy can be profoundly draining. Your energy, your sensitivity, is a precious resource, not an infinite well. Just as a skilled artisan protects their finest tools, you must learn to protect your inner landscape. This is where the concept of boundaries becomes not just important, but sacred. Think of boundaries not as walls to keep the world out, but as the carefully tended banks of your powerful inner river, ensuring its energy flows constructively rather than dissipating or causing floods. It means learning to say no, not out of rejection, but out of a deep reverence for your own capacity. It means choosing consciously where and with whom you invest your precious energy. It means carving out sacred spaces for silence, for rest, for simply being, allowing your nervous system to recalibrate and your insights to deepen. This isn't selfishness, it is the essential stewardship of your gift. The Stoics knew the value of inner tranquility, of protecting one's inner citadel. This protection involves making discerning choices about what you allow into your awareness and how you engage with the outer world. There is also a responsibility inherent in this power. Your empathy, your insight, your passion, these can build bridges, heal wounds, and inspire change. But like any power, if unexamined or unmanaged, they can also overwhelm or unintentionally harm. It requires a commitment to self-awareness, to understanding your impact, and to using your unique gifts with integrity and wisdom. You will inevitably encounter those who do not understand your depth, who mistake your sensitivity for weakness or your passion for drama. In these moments, Stoic wisdom offers a lifeline. You cannot control their perception, but you can control your response. You can choose to meet misunderstanding not with defensiveness, but with quiet self-assurance, anchoring yourself in the truth of your own experience, and tending to the garden of your inner world with a gentle, protective, and loving hand. As you learn to listen, to reframe, to channel, and to protect your unique inner world, something remarkable begins to happen. You move beyond mere tolerance, beyond even acceptance, and you may find yourself arriving at a place of deep, unwavering love for the very things you once called madness. This is akin to the Stoic ideal of amor fati, not just a passive acceptance of your fate, but an active, passionate embrace of everything that constitutes your life, including the very fabric of your being. You begin to see that your intensity, your sensitivity, your unconventional thoughts are not random quirks but essential threads in the unique tapestry of you. Without them, you wouldn't be you. And the world needs you, exactly as you are. Imagine existence as a vast unfolding symphony. Some instruments play simple, steady rhythms. Others soar with complex melodies. Some offer deep, resonant bass notes, while others add sharp, piercing highlights. Your madness, your superpower, is your unique instrument. Perhaps it's a sound the world isn't accustomed to hearing, one that challenges the expected harmonies. But without your specific note, your particular frequency, the symphony would be incomplete. It would lack its unique texture, its particular depth, its specific truth. Embracing your role means understanding that your way of being, your way of feeling and perceiving offers a perspective that is vital to the whole. Your deep empathy can weave connections where there was once division. Your passionate fire can ignite courage in a world grown cold. Your insightful mind can find pathways through seemingly impassable challenges. Living authentically, powered by your superpower, doesn't mean life becomes easy, but it does mean it becomes meaningful. The resilience you build isn't the brittle shield of conformity, but the flexible strength of a tree that bends with the wind because its roots run deep into its own true ground. It is an ongoing dance, this journey, a constant process of listening, adjusting, and courageously playing your part, your beautiful, mad, and utterly essential note in the grand unfolding symphony of life. We began this journey together by acknowledging that quiet, sometimes unsettling feeling of being different, that deep internal current you might have once labeled your madness. We walked through the echoes of the outer world, understanding how these labels often arise not from truth, but from a societal preference for the familiar, the easily categorized. We leaned in, didn't we? We dared to listen past the fear and discovered that these intense feelings, these unique perceptions, are not chaotic flaws. They are vital signals, messengers carrying profound wisdom from your innermost self, urgent dispatches from the heart of your being.